as I said earlier, a hearty welcome to everyone for today's session. So, can I look at those beautiful and charming faces which have joined today as to explore more about circle time? That would be really great, because if it's always an participant with video turned off, it is not really motivating for the the trainer. So I would really appreciate if you people can turn on your videos. Yes, great. Thank you, Pushpalata ma'am. Yes. So now, yeah. So how many of you are PP teachers over here? And how many of you are grade 1 to 5 teachers? And how many of you are the teachers teaching in secondary school? That is 6 to, from middle school to grade 10 or 11, 12. PP teachers, just raise your hand. Let me see how many of you are PP teachers. Teachers from pre-primary wing. Punita ma'am, wonderful. Okay, I have
Primary.
primary. Wonderful ma'am, wonderful. Great. How many of you are from high school? 6 to 10?
I'm teaching from 5 to 7.
Great, great ma'am. So it, partially middle school as well, middle school and primary. Wonderful. Okay, okay. So today we have a group of teachers who are from all the wings of the school. As in, you all know, after NEP 2020 has been introduced, it's like we have 4 wings in the school. That is the foundation wing, preparatory wing, middle wing, as well as the secondary wing. So today, the circle time which we are going to discuss about is going to help you people to use circle time as a teaching tool. Also as a tool to moderate an activity in your classes, whichever classes you're teaching. Now, let me hear to someone who can tell me what is circle time according to you and what you do during circle time. And what is the actual objective of conducting a circle time? Who will tell me? Who comes first gets a star. Whoever comes first will get a star. Who is coming forward?
Sir,
Yes,
maybe
Punita ma'am.
maybe it's a hands-on activity time plus discussion time, and the teacher acts as a facilitator here.
Okay, but what's the objective?
Uh, to to make them confident of whatever they are doing.
Okay. And apart from that?
Build up self-confidence.
Okay. Okay.
Interaction with them.
Interaction. Okay. And?
To develop communication skills.
Okay. Develop communication skills. Anything else?
Sir,
So
to
I got-
engage them, sorry, sorry,
Yeah,
sir. So, to engage them in some productive activity where they learn different kinds of skills with time.
Okay. Productive activity for learning different types of skills. Wonderful. Pushpalata ma'am, come on.
Yes, so when we talk about pre-primary out there, so it is a time for children to socialize and come together, doing rhyme time, socializing, doing rhyme time, and checking their attention span, interacting with each other by doing rhymes again, also increasing repetitive memory. And when it comes to the primary level, so we are usually interacting with the children. We usually pick up a theme of some kind where we try to make them talk about those certain topics and where they interact and give their opinions about them.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
So as you all are wonderful answers, so I am giving star to everyone. Okay, not just a star, I am giving a heart symbol for everyone who have answered this, who has answered this question. Really keep up the good work. Come on, let's clap for ourselves. So we have had a wonderful online circle time now. That's really good. See, the major objective of circle time is actually not, confining to one particular objective. There are several objectives of conducting circle time. So on a broad scale, there are three ways to use circle time in our classroom. First and foremost thing, you can use circle time as a daily activity as to break the ice in the classroom, or else as to break the monotony of the teacher in the classroom. So every day what happens is, when you are conducting a circle time, whichever class it is, whichever class it is, like we can conduct circle time. Even till secondary school, you can have a circle time, nothing wrong. If children start, giggling, and children start feeling shy that, oh my God, this is something happens in PP. It's not like that. Circle time is for everyone. Even you, adults should have a circle time. Okay. So whichever class we are teaching, we can have a daily circle time also, to break the ice, to break the monotony, and to bring a difference between the home setup and the school setup. We might think that children, after entering the school, they forget everything that has happened at home. No. For that, there should be a recess. And that recess is nothing but a circle time. So in every class, if a class teacher can take 5 to 10 minutes, any which ways, we give 50 minutes of period in the first period, 50 minutes time in the first period. So in case if the class teacher can take 10 minutes to conduct some sort of activity, okay, in the classroom, during that particular 10 minutes for her set of students, that would be really great, okay, to meet the objectives. Okay, so this way you can use on daily basis. Apart from that, you can also use circle time as an activity that can be conducted once in a week or once in a fortnight, okay, with specific objectives. Okay, few schools have a timetable. Every Saturday there should be a circle time. Okay, that way we used to have like that in Academic Heights Public School when I was working. So, that way also you can use a circle time. Okay, and also you can use it as a very good medium to introduce certain concepts in your subjects. Yes, you can also use circle time as a very good medium to break the monotony of lecture method, or to also, bring children out of that regular classroom setup as to teach your subject also. Okay, now let us hope I am clear with what I have said. Can I get a thumbs up from everyone? Let me see how many of you are, giving me a thumbs up. I really appreciate Pushpalata ma'am, because she has kept her video constantly turned on. Yeah. So, at least people who haven't turned on, give me a thumbs up. Wonderful. Wonderful. Great. So now let us observe what are the specific objectives of conducting a circle time. And these objectives are applicable right from nursery to grade 12. Okay. And as you know, our workshops are always interactive. We don't believe in lecture methods of taking trainings, isn't it? As I tell you the objectives, I want you people, wonderful participants, I have a thumbs up from everyone, wonderful. As I speak about the objectives, I want each one of you to come forward voluntarily and share with our group, okay, what, like activities can be conducted. Though I will also be mentioning, but I appreciate if you people come forward and share your ideas. Yeah, so let us start. Shall we start? Are we good to go?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, wonderful. So let us start with the session. Yes. So I want someone to come forward and read this slide for me. Introduction. So what is a circle time?
Can I read, sir?
Please, Divyama.
Yes, sir. Introduction. Popular activity in most of the schools. Second, it allows the children to practice social skills follow the rules and routines, and develop a sense of community. Third, it also allows the educators to assess each child's needs and interest.
Wonderful. So the first point is that it's a very popular activity. Not only in our country, but also in Western countries, you find circle times happening. Okay. One thing that we have to observe closely over here is that it allows children to practice social skills. When we speak about social skills, it's from nursery to grade 12. Follow the rules and routines. This is specific for foundation stage, because in foundation stage, we are trying to bring the child into the track of school. Am I right? So what teachers do is they conduct circle times as to get the child habituated to the rules and regulations of the school, at the same time routines of the school. So this is specifically for foundation stage. Finally, also develop a sense of community. Today, most of the students lack this sense of community. Am I right? In class, especially when you go to the higher classes, like right from grade 6 onwards, there are different groups of students. They form groups. These 4 children are one group and that 4 children are one group. Isn't it? So as to develop a sense of community among the students, it is very much needed to have circle time. At least those 40 children, they have to stay together. That is the beauty of conducting circle time. It also allows educators to assess each child's needs and interests. I will tell you how we can do this. So when you are conducting a circle time, you can closely observe, being an adult, how is each child participating in this circle time. Okay. In case few children are not up to the mark in participation, immediately it is the right time, it is the need of the hour that the teachers have a counseling session along with that child. During this counseling session, you have to check everything as in what is happening in the child's life at home, apart from that at school as well. Why? Maslow's hierarchy of needs come before Bloom's taxonomy. Okay, hope most of the teachers who are sitting here and who have done their B.Ed and who have read the subject psychology, they will understand this. Okay, and that is the right time to check what's the status of the child's mind, habits, routines at school as well as home, so that you can immediately contact the concerned person for the necessary corrections that are to be done. Okay, so circle time is also used this way, so that you can also have an anecdotal report of the child. Are we good to go to the next slide? Can I have a thumbs up if you're all with me? Yeah, wonderful. Next. Who is coming forward to read this slide? Come on. I don't want a big... Yes. Pushpalata ma'am.
May I?
Okay.
Sir, this is Brinda.
Brinda ma'am. Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
circle time? The whole class gathered together in a circle to learn a new concept or skill. This might involve singing songs, playing games, or listening to stories. However, circle time is much more than just entertainment. It is a powerful teaching tool.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for volunteering, ma'am. Now,
Sir.
first and foremost thing is the whole class is gathering. It is not that you will take only, this is the basic requirement of conducting a circle time. You have to gather the whole class. Like I have mentioned earlier, it is not just about activity. It is also for learning a concept. We have to remember this, and concept is coming first. So if subject teachers can integrate circle time with the concepts that they want to teach, it will be really wonderful. And that is where learning becomes fun for the students. Okay. Speaking about skills, what skills we are talking here about? Life skills. Life skills and 21st century skills. So teacher should have a target. Which life skill is that she is going to concentrate upon for this complete week? For this complete week, I am conducting a circle time on daily basis, and the target is to achieve this particular life skill. Okay, so that way teacher should have an objective before conducting the circle time when we are, especially concentrating on skills. Next, what can circle time involve? It can involve singing songs, singing rhymes, especially in foundation stage, playing games, or listening to stories. How many of you have actually motivated students of grade 11 and 12 to sing a group song all together? Again, not songs that are related to specific themes and all. Jo bhi ho, even if it's a Bollywood song, but everyone are singing together and they are having fun about. Hardly we do. Am I right? These days, hardly we are doing. Those were the days when we used to sing, no? We used to have Antakshari competitions in school, isn't it? And we used to literally fight and we used to be very competitive and we used to sing songs along with others. Am I right? Yes. But these days, hardly anyone is doing. Okay. So, circle time is all appropriate for all the ages. But the teacher has to go with the right content. There is nothing wrong. So today teacher can ask the children of 10th grade to sing a very good song which everyone knows. Nothing wrong. At least that, that ice breaks. Children feel that there is something, exclusive and very good happening in the school. They feel that they have a space to open up. Am I right? So you can also motivate children in singing songs. Apart from that, they can also narrate their own stories. Okay. Now, as we spoke about skill, see to it that these songs and stories are connected to that particular skill. Okay. That way you have to integrate skill with the activity which you are doing. So speaking about, what do we say, a story. You can have the story of, Ratan Tata, isn't it? If you want to teach empathy, he was a very empathetic person. So you can go with the story and don't go with the stories, old stories. Always, when you give contemporary stories to children, what happens is they really get motivated. Okay, isn't it? See, when you look at someone live performing, that is different from what you are watching on the TV, on the screen. Am I right? The same way when you give examples and anecdotes of contemporary people, children will get motivated. Always, if we are going for old things, they don't get motivated. However, circle time is much more than just entertainment. It's a powerful teaching tool. It's both. It's entertainment at the same time. It's a powerful teaching tool exclusively for teaching skills. Yeah. Next. This time I want, Pushpalata ma'am, can you volunteer by reading this slide, please? Yeah.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Encourages social interaction. It provides an opportunity for both kids to interact with their peers in a structural setting. A great way to build social skills and confidence for introverted or shy children. Gives kids a chance to practice taking turns and sharing ideas with others. And learn to listen to and respect the ideas of others, even if they don't agree with them.
Wonderful. Now the question is the very first objective. Now we are discussing the objectives of circle time. Okay. So here we are talking about skills. And the first skill is social skill. Okay. So why do we need social skill? To develop, skills like empathy, to develop skills like, like interaction with others. Am I right? Apart from that, for being a person who is loved by everyone, who is respected by everyone, interpersonal skills. Am I right? Also to develop intrapersonal skills, to check themselves first. Okay. So all these things fall under one category called as social skills. Now, many a times we come across one or two such children who are not socially active in the class. Okay. So when can we improve social skills among the students is the question. The person who gives me the right answer will be getting a star. what can we do to instill social skills among the students? What's the best method to make an introvert person an extrovert?
So we can play games with the children, you know.
Exactly. Let's clap for Pushpalata ma'am. And Pushpalata ma'am, here is your star. I don't have a star. I'll give you a heart. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So games are the best things as to bring about those introvert children out of that particular, their own boundary. Okay. And make things interesting for them. So these children, after, playing games a lot and a lot with their friends and peers, what happens is slowly that nature of being introvert, changes. And at least they start speaking to others. Apart from that, during games, not just, they play the game, but also they learn several life skills. They get to know that, being victorious or being defeated is a common thing in life, isn't it? These days, the schools, which are not giving much time for games for the students. Why I call it as a grave mistake? Because children are losing that spirit, that failure is the stepping stone for success. Okay, we come across many children who completely get demoralized and, demotivated if they lose one paper. Losing in the sense if they are failing in one paper or such sort of things. Okay, so games are to be given lots of importance till grade 12. Okay, at least, 2 to 3 periods in a week should be dedicated for games. And not just those games wherein they have to go and compete in the matches, but also we have to teach them the traditional games like gilli danda, all such sort of things. They have lots of life skills in them to learn. Okay, so first and foremostly, if you want to instill social skills in the students, if possible, integrate your subject with the game or not, you can shift to traditional games or some other games and always motivate your children to come out. And when they are playing, let them play happily. Don't have more rules and regulations like do not shout, do not go there, do not go here and all. उनको खेलने दीजिए and when they are playing, let them play, with the whole heart out. Okay, and the next slide. Are we good to go to the next part? Yeah. The second objective is to instill sense of community. Bharti ma'am, can you read out the slide for me?
Yes, sir. Promotes a sense of community. It helps young kids feel like they are part of a community. When everyone sits in a circle, there is a sense of equality and togetherness that can be very reassuring for young children. This sense of connectedness is vital for developing a positive sense of self and belongingness.
Yes, wonderful. See, like when we speak about games and, matches which are conducted on district level, national level and state level, most of the, schools, it is always one group who is becoming victorious over there and one group who is losing the match. But can you tell me what is that particular quality which is less in the group, that is not performing well? What could be that quality as a group that they are lacking?
Collaboration, sir.
Very good. Very good. I want
Teamwork.
more teamwork, collaboration. Wonderful. More. Okay. Zeal is again individual. I am talking about team.
So
Team
trust.
spirit. Wonderful. Ma'am?
Interpersonal relationship.
The personal relationship.
So I think even trust is also a big part of it. If you can't trust.
Trust. Okay. Trusting
So
each other.
we play this certain game where we tell the one child will fall and the other will catch them,
Yes.
And so
yes.
that's where the collaboration comes in. If you don't trust your partner, you will not fall down.
Exactly. Exactly. Wonderful, ma'am. So actually, as I told earlier, this spirit of staying together as a community or as a group or as a team is lacking very much among the students. These days, especially. There are too many groups in the classes. Children don't speak to each other. Okay. And after identifying those children, we put lots of quotes on our WhatsApp status, like, enmity shouldn't be there, and we give all lectures and all. But what exactly are we doing as to eradicate such things among our students? Actually, we are doing nothing. Only if we give lectures to them, are they going to learn? No. And when you are forming teams, put enemies together. Because at the end of the day, that group has to win. Am I right? And if you are putting them together, after failing again and again, one day definitely those children who are against each other, they will become one. See, certain skills, there is no methodology to teach. Most of us, we have learned swimming after being thrown into the swimming pool. Am I right? And to inculcate team spirit among the students who hate each other, you have to put them together. And if you closely observe and try to give instructions to them on regular basis, one day they will become a very good team, no doubt. The people who were, great enemies in 6th grade would turn out to be good friends by 7th grade. Okay. For that, there is no specific process that we can follow. We can only put the children together and observe where it is going and give instructions to those students. Okay. So we have to conduct activities in such a way, okay, so that children start feeling that they are all together. They are one team, one class. Okay. And they have to work towards the growth of their class, the institution, and nation together. Okay. Yeah. So are we good to go to the next part? Yes. Now, who will come forward? I could see one ma'am who raised the hand with the name Mother of Three Cute Children. Mother of Three Cute Pies. Cutie Pies, yes. Ma'am, if you yes. Ma'am, if you are here, you can. Mom of Three Cutie Pies. Ma'am, you raised your hand before. You can unmute yourself and read the slide. Okay. Anyone else who would like to come forward and read this slide?
Yes, sir. Can I?
Yes, please.
Helps develop motor skill. During
Okay.
circle time, will often be asked to participate in activities that require gross motor skills, such as clapping or stomping their feet. These activities help little ones develop coordination and control over their bodies. In addition, fine motor skills are often utilized during circle time activities, such as cutting paper or stringing beads.
Yes. Now, this is exclusively for the foundation level students. Okay. Now, you are all pros in that, conducting activities for improving the fine motor and gross motor skills. So, in circle time, you can have activities that, improve the fine motor and gross motor skills of the students. Let's go to the next part. Yeah. Enhance language development. Who is going to read out this slide?
Talent.
Yes, ma'am. Jovita ma'am.
Enhance language development. Sitting in a circle and taking turns talking is a great way for kids to practice using spoken language. This is especially beneficial for children learning English as a second language. Circle time activities also often involve singing and rhyming, which can help kids expand their vocabulary and improve their phonemic awareness.
So speaking about this, I would like to divide this into two parts, again specifically for foundation stage and the students from grade 3 to grade 12. Because language plays a very significant role when they are growing. Am I right? The expectations from a child of 12th grade is more when it comes to language. We expect those children to speak beautiful English with lots of what do we say, articulation, with lots of new vocabulary, beautiful English vocabulary and all. Am I right? So we should also conduct certain activities. Okay, it can be, like Pictionary, or it can be, like building sentences with new words. Okay, also like word hunt and framing sentences using that word hunt, or else putting students in a group and asking them to write an essay together, wherein they get a chance to learn with each other. You should try this. You should group your students into 4 or 5 groups, okay, and ask all of them together to write an essay, wherein they exchange the vocabulary that each of them have got. Now, what happens is learning is happening without the interruption of the teacher. Language is learned mostly by listening. Yes. Shobha, were you trying to say something? Okay. By listening, especially by sitting in a group and discussing with each other, language learning happens in a best manner. Okay. So during the circle time, we can conduct activities in such a way that would promote language learning among the students. Also, coming to the foundation level, you can always have activities, because it is clearly understood that by grade 2, all the students should have the phonemic awareness of all the 42 sounds of phonics. It's very much important. So in 6 days of your school, 5 days you can give for skills, and 3 days you can give for skills, and 3 days you can give exclusively for the phonemic awareness and circle time activities that would enhance the phonic knowledge, okay, among the students. That is very much important. Okay, so you can have rhymes related to phonics on every day, on daily basis. Also repetition, recapitulation of phonic sounds that children have to, have that way. Okay, so let's go to the next part of the, session. And this is all about language learning, objective of, improving the language among the students. Next, who is coming forward this time to read the slide? Anyone?
Sir.
Yes, ma'am. Who is that?
Yeah,
Abhinaya,
Abhinaya.
ma'am. Yes, please.
Kids need to be able to listen carefully and follow instructions. This is a great opportunity for them to practice these important skills. In addition, listening to stories during circle time can help children develop comprehension skills.
Wonderful. Thank you. So this is to strengthen the listening skills of the students. This is another objective. Like just now we have discussed that a good listener is always a good speaker, also good learner, because even today, if we want to, brush up our vocabulary, what do? Either we go for Times of India newspaper, or we watch Republic TV. I prefer Republic TV or BBC News, isn't it? Republic TV, the, journalists sitting over there and the news readers, they are very good at their language. Am I right? So what happens is we should, make children understand this truth through circle time, that a good listener will become a good learner and a good speaker. See, at the end of the day, the complete world is revolving this language called around this language called English. Okay. And no doubt we should have good speakers in English. That is when, like the child gains confidence as to address huge gatherings. I really feel, misfortunate about me that I didn't attend the CBSE's, annual youth parliament session when I was a youngster. So these days they are getting that chance, and you know how beautifully those children are speaking in that youth parliament sessions. I really feel that I should have got a chance when I was a youngster, but I didn't get that chance, isn't it? So listening, activities that improve the listening skills of the students are also to be given equal importance during circle time. For that, not always stories. At times, you can also go with audio stories also. Okay, let the children close their eyes, sit, imagine the story while the audio is being run. Okay, and then let them summarize the story, or you can also ask comprehensive questions. So circle time is, as we have discussed, it's not just for the sake of entertainment, also to enhance skills. Social skills we have seen. Now we are, no, I suppose this session is like a boon for English teachers now. How they can integrate circle time with their language learning, because we have spoken about speaking skills. We have spoken about listening skills as well. Yeah. Next. Fosters creativity and imagination. Who is coming forward to read this?
Myself, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Maheshwari, ma'am, please.
Fosters creativity and imagination. Many circle time activities encourage children to use their imagination, such as pretended play or making up stories. This is a great way to foster creativity and get those little minds thinking outside the box.
Very good. Okay. Now, as that we are done with listening skills, we are done with speaking skills, we are done with social skills. There is one more important thing, which is the last level of Bloom's taxonomy, fostering creativity among the students. Okay. So you should also give opportunities to the students wherein they come out with their creative skills. Okay. Like in Montessori method, I don't know how many of you are teachers who adapt, use Montessori method of teaching in your schools. In Montessori method, it is said that in the earlier stages, the child is left in the room. Okay. And that room consists of all those aids, learning materials, which are needed for the child of that particular age group. In Montessori method, no, the learning tools are age appropriate. 3 years age, they have specific learning tools for math and literacy. They are there in one room. Age of 4 years old children, they have another room, and 5 years, they have another room. Okay. And the child is left there. And he or she is free to go and choose any material. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule. There is no proper daily plan and all. Every child, it is up to them. She can go there and get something. He can go to another side and he can get something. And they can learn whatever they want through free play. Okay, today, even our NCF Foundation stage is very much stressing upon free play, wherein giving chance for the child to choose things on his own as to play and learn through that particular play. Okay, so what are we supposed to do? We have to enhance creativity among the students, and one day during the week, you can ask the children to do whatever they want in the circle time. Okay, you want to write a poem, you write a poem. You want to draw something, you draw something. You want to chat with your friend about any particular thing in school, what improvements are to be done in the class, what improvements are to be done in your school. How do you want your teachers to teach you? How do you want your math teacher to behave towards you? This way, what happens, we think that children who are speaking are, like really disturbing the class. No, actually, they are all visionaries. Once you give chance, one particular topic to a group of children who are always doing chatter-patter, at the end of the discussion, they come up with literally things that make you to think. Okay, so one day you have to give, you have to make the circle time of wherein they are free to do anything, so that we can see what they are creative at. And then we can work towards enhancing that particular skill among the students. Yeah, next. Now, I want you all to take out a white paper and a pen and immediately write all those, 4 or 5 points that we have discussed. Objectives of circle time. Okay, I am giving you 2 minutes time. It is 7:43, 7:45 exactly. I will be asking you people, and whoever has completed writing that, you can show it towards the screen like this. All those points that we have just discussed till now. We have discussed 6 points till now. Let me see who is going to write in the same order. One more minute to go.
ಅದು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಸಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ.
Last few seconds. Yes, stop. Who has completed? Turn on your camera and show it like this. All the 6 points. Punita ma'am, can you tell what are those 6 points that we have discussed? JP sir, wonderful. Vrinda ma'am, wonderful.
Sir, I have written 5 points. Objectives of circle time. Number 1, social skills. Number 2, listening and comprehending skills. Number 3, speaking and communicating skills. Number 4, again, comprehending and listening to stories. Listening, ye to ho gaya. This has already been covered. Number 5, creativity.
Okay, wonderful. Anyone else? JP sir, would you like to add points to that? If ma'am has missed something? You're on mute. You're on mute, sir. Unmute yourself. Yes.
Enhance language development.
Okay.
Foster creativity and imagination.
Okay.
Helps develop motor skills.
Okay.
Encourages social interaction.
Okay.
Listening and communication skills.
Okay. One more, 6.
Free play.
Yeah. Yes, Vrinda ma'am.
Free play. Free play.
Free play, that was just an example. Sharanya ma'am, can you read out?
Yes, sir. It's introduction. What is the circle time? Then speaking. So then encourage the social interaction, listening. Then foster creativity.
I didn't have good listeners, I suppose.
The sense of community or something was it?
It's
Okay.
something.
Okay. First point is encourages social interaction. Promotes a sense of community. Most of you people have missed, which is very important. Helps develop motor skills. Enhances language development. Strengthens listening skills. Fosters creativity and imagination. So these are the 6 points that we have discussed. Yeah. So shall we go to the next part? Yeah. So the next objective is teaching self-regulation. Who is coming forward to read this slide?
Jocelyn.
Yes, Jaymol ma'am, you can.
All that sitting in a circle and taking turns can be pretty challenging for some kids, especially those with ADHD or other sensory processing issues. But that's actually a good thing. Circle time allows kids to practice self-regulation and develop patience and self-control.
Yes. So this is especially in case of students till grade 5. Okay. So these children, they have this tendency that they cannot sit at one place. Okay. They'll be constantly moving. So and if you ask those children to sit at one place, shout at them, yell at them, nothing is going to help. Okay. You will unnecessarily increase your BP levels. And one day you are going to have a severe breakdown. Okay. But the child, though he feels sad for you, he is helpless. He or she, now they are like that. They are born like that. So we have to teach self-regulation skills, which are very important. Don't you think these days children don't have self-regulation skills? How many of you are with me? Most of them, they don't have. They cannot control their emotions, which are affecting their actions. Am I right? Because they are unable to cope up with that emotions and cope up with that stress. What are they doing? They are taking up severe, decisions that are actually affecting not only their lives, but also the lives of their parents and others. So during circle time, I couldn't give more examples over here. But remember, one objective of circle time is also to enhance self-regulatory skills. So we have to be creative and find out those activities that can enhance self-regulation skills among the students. Hope we are good to go to the next part. Yeah. Builds confidence and self-esteem. Yeah, who is coming forward to read this slide?
Can I read, sir?
Of course, Priyama. Yes.
When children are successful at participating in circle time activities, it can boost confidence. This is especially true for activities that are challenging for them, such as singing or reading aloud. Knowing they can do something that once seemed difficult is a great way to build self-esteem.
Yes. So now again, this is a target-based thing. You might come across children who feel very, less confident about themselves to perform something on the dais. Okay. So you have to target such sort of children and constantly give them chance as to perform during the circle times. Maybe tell a small story, not on daily basis, at least twice or thrice in the week. Okay. Come out and, speak something, give a small speech about something, or else sing a song or do something, whatever talent you have, come on, show it to your friends that way. What happens is slowly the self-esteem and confidence among the students, such sort of students increase, and one day they will be definitely ready to perform on the dais. So this is also one of the most important objectives. Okay, imagine a child has joined your school in nursery, and while he is going out of your school in 12th grade, still he or she is feeling very shy, they're unable to come out. I feel if 40 students are going out of the school in 12th grade, 40 of them should have self-confidence. That's the basic skill that we can give to the child. Am I right? If they are not self-confident, okay, by the time they are going out of school in 12th grade, what can they do afterwards? There is nothing much that they can do. Isn't it? Yes. So that we have to target the students and we have to plan the activities. Next. Who is coming forward to read this?
I'll read it, sir.
Yes, Shweta ma'am, please.
Okay. Circle time is just plain fun. Last but not the least, one of the best benefits of circle time is that it's just plain fun. Kids love singing songs, playing games, and listening to stories. Circle time is the perfect opportunity to do all those things. Plus, it's a great way for teachers to get to know their students and build relationships.
Yes. So last but not least, it's completely fun. You have several targets. The teacher has several targets. The teacher has got several objectives that are to be achieved by the end of the session. But that doesn't mean that the child has to know and he has to work towards it with a plan. No. Whatever you are doing, remember, you have to do it in a fun manner, at the same time, in an enthusiastic and playful manner, so that children should feel that this is something apart from the education that I am getting from this school, and every child, should be very happy to come to school on daily basis. Especially they should feel whatever class I am missing, I shouldn't miss my circle time. Children should come to school for the sake of participating in the circle time. That is very much important. So also The last point which is mentioned, it is very much important to build a relationship with the students. Every teacher should build a very good relationship with the students. That is when, like actually you can bring about some change in the social, personal, as well as academic life of the child. Hope this session was useful. In case anyone has any questions to ask, like you people can come forward so that I'll feel very happy to address those queries.
Okay, sir, I have one question. Like
Yes.
I teach the middle school grades 6, 7, and 8. So basically, till now, my understanding was always that circle time relates mostly to the pre-primary and the primary teachers.
Okay.
Like, thanks for clarifying that as well to the seniors and to the middle school teachers.
Of
But
course.
is this circle time planning essentially for a teacher to do, or we can divide this task among the students? We can ask students to be prepared on a particular topic, come to the class next day and share it. How do we
Yeah, you
actually
can do
go
that
about
as
in
well.
middle school?
Yes, yes. Especially students right from grade 6, they will be having this tendency to speak a lot. Okay. So in a week, if you are giving 2 days for, enhancing the speaking skills of the students, you can give topic to them. Okay. And conduct an activity, group discussion sort of activity wherein they get chance to speak. You can do that. So especially in high school, you can involve students in planning for your circle time. Nothing wrong. Till grade 5, teacher has to do. But what about the students who are not active participants in any activity, even if it is fun? Teacher has to motivate, constantly motivate and motivate. One day they will get motivated, definitely. No doubt about it. But you should know the pulse of the child as to how to motivate. Hope I answered your question, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, ma'am, please. Vanshika, ma'am, please ask your question. You are not audible, ma'am. I don't know if you are speaking.
Yes, sir. I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, as I'm taking class 3 to 5 maths, one of my class 5th section is very energetic and they are very good in studies. But as you mentioned that they are very, they don't have self-control. They are continuously talking. They don't want to listen at, even they don't want to sit quietly, or they are not paying attention when I'm explaining. At that time how to manage them? If I'm scolding them, then also I don't like, because they are very young. And the effect of my all those things are on them for very few seconds. After within 30 seconds they are repeating their things again and again. So how I will overcome with this problem?
Yes. So I can understand your pain, ma'am, because I have been a teacher who was teaching in grade 1 to 5 also for 2 to 3 years in my career. So, and I know the pain very much because these children are very hyperactive, especially from grade till grade 2. Children tend to listen to the teacher. If the teacher is asking to sit, most of the children, they sit. There will be only 1 or 2 children who doesn't sit in grade 1 and 2. But right from grade 3 till grade 5, what happens is these children are not ready to listen to any teacher. And not only one child or 2 children, this effect is there on 60 to 70% of the class. You don't find very quiet children in grade 3, 4, 5. And
Yes,
it is
sir.
scientific. It is scientific. Children of this age group, they tend to discuss a lot because they cannot sit at one place. That's the reason we are calling it as preparatory stage. Till foundation stage, everything is fine. When they are coming to preparatory stage, we have to prepare them as to follow the rules and regulations. Now, how do we do? Positive reinforcement. Okay. They should feel that teacher is here as to have fun with us. They always want to have fun. Agar maths pada rahe ho, after 4 or 5 problems, when you see that the children are getting disturbed once again, immediately you should have a recess, some transformative activity immediately. So every day when you go to school, no ma'am, you should have 1 or 2 activities in your hand. Okay, जब बच्चे नहीं सुनते हैं आपके, immediately आपको कुछ activity करवाना है. And the best activity that worked throughout my teaching life when I was teaching in 3, 4, 5 is stand up and sit down. Not the regular stand up and sit down. I used to do it in the vice versa case. Okay, when I ask them to stand, they should sit. And when I ask them to sit, they should stand. This is one thing that has worked out for me. That what happens is they come back onto your track. Okay, and Simon says yes, Simon says no. That also has worked for me. Okay, so in this way, those days I was constantly searching for such activities on YouTube, and most of them they have worked for me. Okay, so you should try doing such sort of things, but still if children are not listening and you need more support, always I am there. You can text me on my number. We will see how can we like solve the issue. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Anyone else? Okay. Hope we have come to an end of the Q&A session as well. So most of you people might be new to our, what do we say, today's session. So for the people who want to stay informed about our group, what do we say, this particular, like sessions that we are conducting, you can always, join, stay informed about these things by joining our WhatsApp, group. I am just sharing the link of the WhatsApp webinar group, wherein we will be sharing all those, what do we say, details of our webinars. Just a second, just a second. Unfortunately, I have missed the link of the webinar group. Okay, we will share in some other, like session. Yeah, so coming back, so the people who would like to grab a certificate for this particular session, most of you are aware, you need to send the, what do we say, like 50 rupees of certificate fee to this number, 9908925730. I have written it in chat box. Okay, so everyone can join the session for free, but in case you want to grab a certificate, you have to pay a minimum amount of 50 rupees, 50 rupees. Okay, I have shared the number. Now, how can you share the money? You can either do Google Pay or Phone Pay or Paytm. And after doing the payment, kindly send a screenshot of the payment to this number through WhatsApp. Okay. Along with the screenshot, mention the name as you want on the certificate. If you are concerned about Mrs., Miss, Mr., kindly mention those also. The way you send the name, it would be the same thing that would be generated on the certificate as well. And by when you get, it will take 24 hours. Most of the cases, by morning you will be getting. In case if you are not getting by tomorrow morning, you will be definitely getting by tomorrow evening by this time. So few people get always worried, where is my certificate? Where is my certificate? At times, if the IT person is not free, he will generate within 24 hours for sure. Okay, and the amount is 50 rupees, 50. Hope this was a useful session. And for the people who have concerns about teaching and day-to-day classroom transactions, we are always here to share the little knowledge that which we have got. You can text us on WhatsApp. We can always have a, conversation and try to fix, problems that you have got. Thank you one and all. It's been a wonderful session today, and wonderful set of participants that I have got today. Thank you for joining. Looking forward to have you all again and again in the sessions that we have. Thank you.
So I have given my feedback in the chat box.
Punita
Thank you,
ma'am.
sir.
Yes. Already impressed by your way of explaining it. Thank you so much, ma'am. It means a lot for me. It means a lot for me, Punita ma'am. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Sir. Thank you, sir.